Good evening to everybody out there. This is Old Gray Bricks Messy Monday, and we're just here being messy, I guess. Yeah, they the trying to start up the music with the intro and everything. StreamYard has changed a whole lot of the buttons in the last few months, and they've moved things and put things in different places. So I'm like trying to figure out, oh, what do I click? Made me feel old. So yeah, how you guys doing?
Not too bad.
I'm alive.
Yay. Yeah, I'm just hanging out working on the Tudor Corner set, which I finished the first floor right before we started stream, so I've got the first floor of it there. And it's really neat. I like the colors and everything. It's the only modular that I've ever felt like actually buying.
And you millsed it as well right away, yeah?
Yes, I've done that to my whole Marvel City. That's all on Mills plate, and then I did it to this one too because it just makes it easier if you need to pick it up and move it around. Being able to just grab a base plate and not have it be the floppy, the floppy flimsy base plate makes a big difference.
Yeah.
One of us. One of us. Everybody else here on this panel has built a building, a mock building before, because so now you're part of the club.
Mark's built moon bases before. That's a building.
What are you talking about? I built a Chinese restaurant for our town layout in Peach Log years ago.
Yeah, that's true. It's not really modular though.
So now my mock building doesn't count. For some reason, it doesn't count.
No. I'm not saying
No.
You're a member of the very select modular building community. You've joined your mod. It's not that it didn't count. It's just that you've joined a more elite, selective company.
Because I spent money and bought a Lego set?
Yes, that's right. That's how it works. Isn't that right, Jeff?
Sure. Yes. No. You don't need to buy a Lego set to become an elite member of a community.
No?
You just got to be elite.
Yeah.
Or you just have to build your own modular. That's true. You don't have to buy one.
I got this over the weekend. I ordered the Halloween pumpkin, right, the thing Matt held up at the beginning. I ordered one of those this weekend for that guy. Because I have the small one. And I actually thought that was the large one. And then I realized, oh wait, there is actually a larger one, and I put this on in my window on Halloween night, and no one ever sees it. And I'm like, wait, there's a bigger one. Why don't I get it? And I just topped it up with this just to get the free shipping. So I'll probably end up building this today. So, are we doing a roundtable of what we were doing?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, sorry, I didn't guide the chat because I'm trying to follow instructions over here, but
it's all right. I also I had ordered our Walmart's, our Costco's in Canada sell the box of collectible minifigs at $5 a pop instead of $6 a pop. So I picked up the Spider-Man series for figs, and normally you get like 3 full sets in it, and for my box I got 11 characters that were 3 full sets. And I got 5 of the Peter B. Parker with the baby, and 1 of the Petra Parker cyborg woman. I ended up looking it up so I can remember the names. So now I've had to order. I placed another order today from Lego, just for a bunch of minifigs, hoping to get them, because I haven't seen them appear in any of our Walmarts around here as of yet, that I could easily scan them. So I took that opportunity to order some parts as well for some of the smaller projects I'm working on, but other than that, I've been working on my design of my future dream home at a Lego. Just working out some details with my girlfriend this weekend. I did build some garage doors today, just because I could. And most of the parts I ordered are the bricks the brick thingies, the masonry bricks from Lego. So I get that gift with purchase pumpkin just because I spent enough money, but that was definitely not my goal for something like to get it. But I won't argue. So yeah. Oh, and I'm watching the Blue Jays game right beside this screen. So if I'm looking this way, I'm looking at the Jays game. Yes, because Jays are in the World Series first time since '93. So, which I actually went to one of the World Series games in '93. So, and that was the last Blue Jay game or baseball game I ever saw on TV or since until this week.
A series which shall live in infamy because when the Blue Jays came to Atlanta, they displayed the flag upside down, the Canadian flag.
Oh, Atlanta did.
Yes.
Wait, was it Jays in Atlanta? Was that '93?
Yeah, I think it
Or
was.
was it the Twins? Was it the Twins?
I don't remember. Now I'm gonna look it up because I don't remember.
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought the Atlanta was where they put the flag upside down.
Well, Toronto's in the American League, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it wouldn't have been the Twins.
Yeah, good
Right.
point.
It was the Braves. I
Um,
feel like the Braves went like every year in the '90s.
They did not go to the series, but they made the playoffs practically every year.
no, it was the Phillies. Phillies? Sorry, I'm just reading the Wikipedia article on it.
So, in 1992, at the World Series, when a U.S. Marine Corps color guard accidentally flew the Canadian flag upside down before Game 2 in Atlanta. Yeah, we did it.
Okay, that was my bad. I looked up '93 because I remember the Jays made it to the World Series for both years, but we didn't win against the Phillies the second year. Because I've always said the '92, '93, World Series because I remember both of them, but I forgot who won the second one. But yeah, Atlanta. There we go.
And in
Fulton County Stadium.
typical Brewer fashion, they do really well during the regular season, and then they choke in the playoffs.
Well, considering any hockey or baseball team from Canada hasn't really, from Ontario, let's say, hasn't made it to the playoffs since '93. We can't even say that.
I mean, every team that makes the playoffs is not a bad team, and only two get to the World Series. So some of it's just bad. I mean, there's going to be
but
good.
we're talking about Lego, right?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. Wrong chat. What are you doing, Matt?
What am I doing? I didn't do very much Lego. I did a little bit of sorting, and I did hand off one more box of that which shall not be named to somebody who lives out of town but has a relative that came by and picked it up. So that was slowly but surely dispersing every club thing from my house, which has been at my house for some time now that I'm no longer ambassador, being liberated from those duties. So that feels good. I've got the Da Vinci set downstairs. So the other Lego thing that happened today is we got the Christmas catalog in the mail today.
Oh.
And Thomas brought in the mail, and he starts going, "Oh, I really like this Christmas tree on the front." And he flipped through, I'm not kidding, every page in the catalog and commented on which sets he liked and which sets he didn't like. And then gets to the end, and he says, this Van Gogh set is really cool. And I'm like, yeah, I know, it's on my to purchase list. And he's like, maybe you shouldn't purchase this one, wink wink. So I need to wink wink hand him my VIP card, so if he does it, at least I get points.
My girlfriend likes likes the collecting the Technic sets, and this year they didn't really do a large Technic set. That was a car.
Okay.
Like she likes the larger vehicle, like the large scale cars. She's been collecting the motorcycles too, but she hates the color red. So this year's they did release a motorcycle, and it was the Ducati bike, which is red. And I'm like, so I was talking to her, and usually I buy her a Technic set for her birthday, which was in June. Yes, I realize I haven't bought her anything. So because usually in August they do another release of Technic, and they usually have a large vehicle. They didn't do that this year. So, but I realized that the red bike, all the Technic parts are available in black for all the panels and that. So I think I'm going to buy the set and then
That's
just
lucky.
buy all the individual parts in black that are needed that are normally red. And looking at the sticker sheet, there's only a few stickers that are red that say Ducati in black on it. So you wouldn't put those on anyhow on the bike. So I don't know. I'm that's why currently what I'm trying to figure out too. So, but
That's
I
pretty
still,
lucky.
yeah. Although I still need to get her a Christmas gift, so I'm
Mm.
still in the doghouse right now, technically.
Well, somebody who cat sits for us, they bought the Lego set that you built, and they have an all black cat, and so they want it converted to be all black. And I said, well, let me see if I have the correct parts and I could just do part swaps. So that's one of the other projects I need to tackle is download the instruction sheet for the Sylvester cat and see what parts are required to make it completely black.
If you use Rebrickable, if you have a Rebrickable account, you can pull up the inventory list and you can add check boxes on the side.
Oh,
So you can actually just check off as you're going.
okay.
I don't remember if if the page refreshes. I think you kind of lose it. I think I don't remember if that's true or not, but it will at least help you if you're trying to pull the parts.
Good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So.
We have this live musical
We
interlude.
do. It's fun.
Sorry. I mute myself and then I forget I'm muted, and then I'll say something. You guys are just like, don't even react to me. Like, fine, be jerks. And I'm like, yeah, that's right, I'm muted.
Steve, we haven't had you on in a while. How are things going up there in the great state of Wisconsin?
Fine. I haven't really done much of anything as far as Lego goes. Actually thinking about scrapping my whole idea that I've had for my next big project and doing something new. Just not feeling it. Just haven't had I went back in my Instagram posts to try to figure out when the last time I posted about my project, and it was like August 22nd or something like that. So I haven't really done anything for 2 months.
The dry spell.
Yeah. Just like no ambition or motivation or anything. So I don't know. I just thought I took an interlude and I did the Friendship Timber. I thought maybe that would get my creative juices going, and that just kind of stalled out after I got done with it. I don't know. So now I'm just thought tonight I'd build a set. Let's just build a set. So I'm doing this one. You can probably figure out which one that is.
Oh, it's a cool spaceship.
Yeah, thanks.
You were talking about a dry spell, and I was just before the chat. I had kind of asked if anybody's been really building, because not having parts available from Denmark means that all the new parts, not just necessarily the newest of new parts, but all the parts that have come out in the last year that I've seen, and it's like, oh, they're available, I should go get them. And then you go on to Shop and Home site and you can't buy them because they're mostly coming from Denmark. And I found it has just killed my willingness to build. Because I'm like, yes, I could build this, I could build that, I could build that, but now I'm going to have to get the parts. And for some of those projects, I can go to Bricklink and get them as well. But that unfortunately, it's just a lot more effort to do that, right?
Yeah, and I've been, that's played a little bit into me too. I want to try to build with what I have, and then you just kind of get stuck. And because it was so nice ordering from Lego because they're brand new pieces, and then you also get the girl math discount. You get the Lego points.
What did you call it? Girl math.
Girl math. It's
you get a discount because you're getting points.
Right. So technically I've got the discount. I paid full price, but until I use my code, I'm still paid full price for it.
Okay. I just never heard that.
I don't know. I just making stuff up.
Well, no, it sounds like the kind of thing where my ex would have come home and been like, think how much money I saved.
Yeah.
I got all the stuff on sale. We're like, well, you still spent money, but
I shopped at Kohl's and I saved 60%. Well, they mark it up 60% and then give you 60% discount, right?
Or I think the girl math thing was also, I returned something, so I made some money, so now I'm spending that money.
Yeah.
Right? Like that type of thing.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, because go for it.
I sold 4 hats this week on eBay, and I spent it on more hats.
See?
Matt basically just bought the hats off of himself.
Yeah.
No, I went through my collection and pulled out hats that I was not very excited to wear. And I'm like, well, if I'm not excited to wear, I might as well sell them because there's other things I'd rather own. So, make a few bucks.
Yeah. I was saying that I'm like not necessarily anti-Bricklink, but I'm not finding that I'm placing a lot of orders on it. And I opened my store up a couple of weeks ago because our Canada Post mail strike is technically, well, it's still happening, but they're doing like revolving strikes. So,
Still?
mail coverage might not happen in my city for a day, but it'll be back the next day. So I opened my store finally, and I've gotten a few orders, but I'm getting like a lot of quotes for stuff. And every time I quote them, like most of the time it doesn't end up to anything. And it's like all the Christmas sets that I have in my store. Like people are interested in them, but like going to the States now, there's I think it's 26% charge for the tariff plus $5 for the handling fees that I have to pay. So, it ends up being like 30% of the cost of the set.
Yep.
So you get
as a tariff price, right?
You have tariffs and postal strikes.
Well, yeah, and no Lego from Denmark, so
Yeah.
And all of that. No, okay. I guess the postal strike isn't your isn't an American fault.
We don't own that. We don't.
No, but the other two. No, anyway.
As powerful as a certain politician likes to think himself, he doesn't arrange postal strikes in other countries. It doesn't go that far.
Comparison checks, we can't take claim for that one.
Matt Stever's got a question for you in the chat.
Oh, I didn't have it turned on. What's it?
Oh, Mark's got it.
Yeah, I need to. He's got a goat patch that I bought at.
Oh yeah.
One of the conventions a while ago, but yeah, I need to just order like a blank New Era hat in the color that I want and just have it shipped to Steve, and then he could apply. I actually went through my patch collection, so I've got some like patches from different things I've gone to over the years. Some of them are like Star Wars related, and there's a couple Lego patches, and I still kick around like what to put them on. So some people, I think, some people have like I've thought about getting like a vest that I could just apply all my fun patches to, or some people have like a denim jacket or something they could put them on. But I don't wear jackets that much. But now that I've lost 20 pounds, I'm cold a lot, so maybe I would wear a jacket more. So maybe I should put them on a denim jacket or something.
While I was in Denmark, at the Lego house, I bumped into a couple of Canadians that were there from Ottawa. They were like 4 hours from me, 3 hours from me. Yep. And one of the guys had brought his patches with him. So there's this make a brick for it.
I want that.
I'll see if I can get you one, Matt.
Okay.
But I'm like, I don't really have anything to put this on. But all the stickers I've been getting, I'm going to I eventually will probably buy a slightly bigger trailer. And my goal is, as soon as I get a new trailer, then I'll start putting all those stickers on the back door. I saw that in Atlanta when we were there last, in February. There was a guy with a trailer that had all the Lego stickers on the back door, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Problem is, my trailer's like 10 years old, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to replace it sooner than later. So,
I put the vinyl stickers of all the national parks I visited around my rear window on my passenger car. So I joke that they're my car tattoos because I don't have any tattoos, but my car does. So
yeah,
but it's kind of fun. It's been funny over the years. Like one day I come out of the grocery store and this mom and kind of like a high school age son were just staring there looking at my back window. I walked up and they were like, "Is this your car?" I'm like, "Yes." And they said, "Have you been to all these?" And I said, "Yeah, except one. There's one that's a lie. I bought the sticker because I had booked a trip and then it ended up not working out because of high winds."
Okay.
And so it was just a fun conversation piece to just, talk about that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Although I think putting a bunch of stickers on the back of a trailer that tell everybody what your hobby is, maybe it's not a great idea.
Well,
especially if you have an expensive one.
Well, I mean, just the fact that it's like, oh, look, is a trailer full of Lego.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, certainly nowadays, some people leave the stickers as a token when they like your build.
Yep.
So, and of course, I definitely have some Brick Built Forge stickers from over the years.
Brick Built Forge.
That's
Really?
not what it stands
I'm
for.
sorry, not Forge. Bearded Builders Guild Forge. Sorry.
Wow, you almost lost your membership there, Matt.
I got a "Everyone is Awesome" sticker.
Because they are.
I don't know if did I tell the story about the guy I met up at Bricks in the Six? The young gay guy. Did I tell the story on the air?
I think you might have said it on our chat. I don't know if you ever said it on this one.
So I went to Bricks in the Six, and there's at some conventions they have a Gayfuls get together where people just meet up and chat. And so I went to this thing. I'm talking to some people, and when we ended, this young guy, he's like, "Hey, can I talk to you for a second?" And I said, "Sure." And he said, I'm not really out, but he kind of wanted to just talk about, I think, coming out. So I said, well, I've got to run and do something that I'm signed up to do like right now, but I'd be more than happy to talk to you. Would you want to meet and get some dinner tomorrow? And he said, okay. So Thomas wasn't having a great couple of days, so he was staying in the hotel room. So I got us this young person and we went out and got some like Mediterranean food that was down the road. Came back and went up in the room, and so he and Thomas sat, and he just had a bunch of questions about like our relationship, like what's it like, how to tell strangers that you might be dating people the same gender, and sometimes that's awkward when you have to tell people that. Anyways, it was a nice conversation, and he was still living at home with his mom and trying to figure things out, and so we're coming up on 1 year, and he's messaged Thomas and I a couple times just to say like, hey, it's I really appreciate you talking to me. He moved out and he got his own place, and he started to come out, and so I got a message from him a couple days ago, and it said, hey, I just wanted you to know that I've met somebody that I really like, and we use the words boyfriend with each other. So he's like new level, new relationship level unlocked, and he just said it was actually really helpful just to meet another couple, same-sex couple that have been together for over a decade, and just see that and talk about it. And so we joke that he's our Gaby up in Toronto. So like we're like the old couple, little mentors. But he's really excited. So he said he's going to be at Bricks in the Six, and he's actually going to be the host for the Gayfuls event at Bricks in the Six in Toronto. So if you decide just to go by and say hey, you'll meet him. So pretty cool. So I'm happy for him. And it's funny, like when you go to Lego conventions, I don't know, it's certainly not, I don't think about impacting anybody's life. I just go because I like to talk about bricks and hang out with other people who like the bricks and see cool stuff. That's why I go. But every once in a while, some things just work out, and maybe you can have a positive impact on somebody. So that's pretty cool. So I told him, unfortunately, we probably won't be back up in Toronto for Bricks in the Six. Not that we're not boycotting Toronto. It's not that. Actually, I should go up because I've got a hat I really want to order, but they're charging like $35 to take it across the border. I should just ship it to Jeff's house and be like, "Hey, Jeff, come meet me at Bricks in the Six."
Yeah, because I'll probably be there. Considering that I'll be there.
Yeah, I assume you're going. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a fine time. So for anybody anyone on the U.S. side of the border that is, would like to go to a Lego convention in an exotic another country, exotic Canada, I would recommend it. I had a fantastic time at Bricks in the Six, and people were super welcoming. The food around there was really good. I had some excellent food out in Mississauga, which is a suburban area, Greater Toronto area. The only thing, yes?
No, go ahead.
So it's coming up next month. So is it still the third weekend of November?
Yeah, November, I think 14th weekend.
So for,
and it actually just became a recognized Lego fan event.
awesome.
Oh, cool.
So, which for this year probably won't mean much, but for next year we might be able to get a designer come out, which could be a few of the Canadian designers that are Canadian based. So,
And one of
That'd
the
be
things
awesome.
that they had at Bricks in the Six is they have very large brick built floor displays, and there's a lot of bricks that go into these things. So
yeah, Lego Canada supplies those to us because we have we've had a relationship. We being the adult community have had a relationship with Lego Canada for a few years. For probably since the early 2010s, where if we were doing an event, they would bring things out. Coincidentally, I think they had the Chima, one of the Chima characters,
yes,
and that one was first appeared in our event in like 2015.
okay.
So Lego has a warehouse, and they just keep them.
So,
So nobody has to store them at their in their garage.
No, Lego just drops them off on a pallet every year
okay.
and stuff. So
Canada.
They're large too. I mean, if somebody had to store them in their garage, it would kind of be a pain in the butt because they would eat up a fair amount of space.
Oh yeah, for sure. What about Canada?
So I was watching a Lego documentary from like 2015 last night. Is BrickCon, is that Western United States or is that?
BrickCon is now what is it called nowadays, Mark?
I don't remember because it started as Northwest BrickCon and then they changed it to BrickCon, and recently they changed the name to something else that I don't remember what it is now.
So in 2015, BrickCon, they were talking about everything, but then they were talking about conventions, and just like I don't know what you want to call it, but I saw Simon Liu was on that documentary, and then if you guys have watched Lego Masters New Zealand, the judge, the Brickmasters from that show, I saw him on there too.
Yeah, he was in Chicago back in 2011, I think, as well. He brought one of his larger mocks out for that.
This was a sticker I got at Bricks in the Six. Any guesses as to who left this?
Zachary Steinman.
There you. Wow, first guess. You nailed it. Zachary
I have his shirt.
You got a fanboy shirt of Zachary Steinman?
Yeah, I could go get it if you really want to see it. It's basically that sticker.
And guess
all
who
Matt got was a sticker.
Guess who left this at my display?
I don't know.
Zachary Steinman?
Yeah, Zachary Steinman.
Zachary Steinman's biggest fan left this.
No, not biggest fan. Zachary Steinman, the guy that Zachary actually likes, because he got a T-shirt and you got a sticker.
Oh, and here's another one from a sometime participant. Everybody's favorite Moto sticker. And then one from the Brick Nerds. Revenge of the Brick Nerds. And then
Sean
well,
Kennedy,
it's okay.
I thought his name was Dave.
Chris isn't here today, so I can display this one. The slightly inappropriate classic space sort of sticker.
Change of topic. Just really quickly, I've heard that there's a tile version of this coming out, this wedge plate, in the next year. Which will be nice if we finally get wedge tile or wedge plate or wedge tiles.
Wedgie tiles.
Yeah. Steve's ordering another T-shirt right now.
I'm trying to figure out. I don't want to say Moto's wrong, but I think Moto's wrong.
He wants to go to Bricks in the Six now that I've talked it up.
Sean Kennedy. Yeah, Sean Kennedy is no. Sorry, Sean Kennedy is not the Lego LCP. The Lego LCPs are Graham Diamond and crap. I'm trying to think of it.
So the guy I'm thinking of, the judge for Lego Masters New Zealand,
yeah,
Robin Sather.
Yeah, Sather. And he's the original. Matt's waving by.
Yeah, I gotta go to my other. I gotta go do my hat.
8:30, Matt. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so
I thought I'd give you permission.
All right, adios.
Yeah. So Robin Sather has been the LCP for Canada for probably 10 plus years, if not more. I've worked with him a few times over the years, like helping out with stuff. And then Graham Diamond, who runs Bricks in the Six, is the Robin's out on the West Coast. Graham Diamond's here in Toronto, and he's our local one. Running Bricks in the Six also means that the goodie bags are definitely good. We're getting parts in our goodie bags that will probably not be available at the moment in regular pick a bricks and stuff like that. It's kind of fun.
I didn't mean to correct you, Moto. I was just like, I don't remember the judge's name being Sean. I thought it was something else.
Yeah, and Sean Kennedy is one of the two LCPs from the States. I don't remember where he was based out of, but it was him and Nathan. What's his last name? Nathan, I forget what his last name is. But Mark, do you remember Nathan's last name? The LCP?
Are you talking about Nathan Sawaya?
Sawaya, yeah, who is no longer an LCP, but he was for a while.
Okay.
That's what I was going to say, but I didn't realize I thought he was just a builder.
I think he was an LCP for quite some time as well. Lego certified professional. For those that don't know, it's someone who works privately, but accepts contracts that people, when they call Lego to say, hey, we need this built, they'll direct them to the LCP within that country, and they can do all the building and stuff, and they get access to lower cost bricks and things like that as well from Lego. So they have a partnership with Lego. I don't know what's involved money wise when it comes to stuff like that, but I mean, it's an interesting, I don't want to say profession, but it's an interesting type of job path, I think.
Yeah.
So,
kids are being crazy. I don't know if you can hear all the yelling.
a little bit. It's not too bad. The music has stopped, so that's why there's yelling, probably. So, I just got to cough for a second. Hold on.
I don't know what happened to Dana this evening, because he said he was going to be on, and then no Dana. So
He's not in the back room waving at us, going, "Hey guys, I'm here."
nope.
Sarcastic.
Just the three of us.
Yeah. Well, if we start talking about Dana and what horrible things he's done lately, maybe he'll just appear.
We need to say his name one more time.
Oh yeah, Dana. Is he Beetlejuice?
Is that how it works?
I don't know. I do not know. Oh, that's a nice build.
If he showed up.
Huh. I didn't realize that as I said, I was building the Bugatti, and I just came to the step where I've put in the mud guards, but they filled in the crack behind the mud guard with a bracket and a cheese slope, and it fills the gap in perfectly. Like, hold on.
Whoa.
It fills the gap in perfectly, like versus a 45-degree slope.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wow, that is nice and clean. I have to remember that.
I just built a tiny clock.
Is that your first clock?
Well, it's the first one that I've seen of this type. Like, this is the first modular I've ever bought. So.
Oh yeah, no, I was just saying that, like, you're building the clockmaker. Spoiler, you're building the clockmaker's room, so there's like lots of clocks in that one.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I just opened bag 12. So.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, spoiler in case you didn't know. I just ruined it.
Totally remind me of like how these some of these women are putting injecting filler in their lips. Like these lips.
Botox.
Yeah.
Is it Botox in the lips? I don't know what the heck they put.
They're like making their lips super huge. This is what it.
Oh.
I was just thinking about Goonies because the I can't think of the character's name, but he uses the toothy thing to grip onto, like as a gripper, as a weapon.
Oh, you're talking about Data.
Yeah, Data. Yes, thank you.
Shoots,
I was thinking that, but I didn't want to say it because I was thinking that was Star Trek. So, which it is.
Well,
also.
it's also Star Trek, but
yeah.
He shoots the chompy teeth thing to catch when he's falling.
Yeah. So it's like you could just build a Goonies mock instead, Steve.
You know, I've only seen that movie once, and I was super young. I don't remember anything about it besides "Hey, you guys."
It's Dana.
There he is.
Hey, see, if we say his name enough times, he just appears.
Not unlike my favorite Beetlegeist. You know,
Well, and that was our reference originally, so
excellent. So at least I'm on par.
how's it going, Dana?
Well, I've been having to work a lot more lately than I would like. So let's
Oh.
just call it that.
Jeez. Did it have anything to do with Amazon Web Services last week?
No.
Okay.
Thankfully, luckily, did not have anything to do with Amazon. It had to do with a vulnerability that was discovered within F5 devices.
Yes, we had that too. We had a reboot.
Yeah.
They came with a fix pretty quick, I thought.
They did, and then there was also a subsequent issue within that fix that actually
Okay.
affected us. So we had to turn around and do it twice.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we had a hot fix we had to put in, and
Gotcha. Yeah, ours wasn't too bad. I think we only used one F5 on our side.
oh, we've got like 60 of them.
Yeah. So
But that's what
you had to refresh.
keeps me
Yeah.
living, keeps me pays my bills, as I say. Job security and all that. So was Matthew on and come and gone?
Yeah, he had to
Yeah.
jump on his hat chat or go get ready for it.
You know,
So,
I still find it very, and I haven't discussed this or verbalized this to him, but I'm like, dude, you already got something going on Monday nights.
yeah, but we don't always have a chat Monday nights, right?
We don't always have a chat Monday night, but it is Monday nights.
And Mondays just worked for him because that was the
night
in the
that-
Hat World schedule of chats that day worked. So
Hat World
Hat
has a
World.
thing.
and he was here. He just had left early. So
I know. I got to give him a little grief, though.
this is true.
I got to give him a little grief. So.
A little bit.
Are you guys actually Legoing?
Good in the Bugatti, the Speed Champion one.
Ooh, I did pick the Mario monster, plant monster. I did pick that up when I think Chris told us that it was 35, and I went and
These
picked one
pieces
up right
are
away.
awesome.
Those are awesome.
Yeah.
Those are awesome. Which actually goes well with
And with what you got,
what I got.
and printed coins. Oh. So is your plan to keep it assembled
Oh yes, I'm going to open this bad boy up and put it together.
and then just keep it together, or are you going to part it out? Or-
Oh no, it's going to stay together.
All right.
I have the original or his original one boxes.
Dana, Dana, you're a fan of shrooms, obviously. So
I am a fun guy, so yeah. But no, if you can see down there on the corner, I do
Yep.
have the original one down there still together, ready to add some more color to it. Did anybody else get any Bricklink designer program work?
I didn't order any.
Well, then I will trump it and put up 2.
I ordered the Art Factory set that comes out next spring.
Also have here
Oh yeah.
the Transylvania Adventure.
Oh wait, sorry.
Yeah.
How many people actually know that reference?
Transylvania 65000.
5,000. Okay.
I actually saw
That's
that.
all I remember, but
I actually saw that in the theater. Believe it or not.
So are these pieces in either of those sets?
No. All of the mushrooms are brick built mushrooms. They don't have any of the fun, cool printing. And actually, the mushrooms in this one don't have the red, don't have the dots. So only the red mushroom in the original set has the dots. These have other things,
still a kind of cool set.
but it's still cool. And I'm curious to put it together to see how it lines up. And he's actually, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he's actually put some other stuff, some ancillary stuff on Rebrickable, like some other creatures, and like to go with the snail and the bugs and stuff like that. So I need to look those up.
Who is this designer?
Bob.
Are you just
Jonas-
saying he as in
Jonas Kram. KRAM. And I think that is even his Instagram handle is Jonas Kram as well.
So that other set is his as well. So he's
Yes.
actually had 2 set.
He is one of the very select few who is a repeat Bricklink Designer Program
Guy.
producer.
Speaking of which, the round set was it round 6 that just ended? That-
For
the
shipping or
no
for
for buying for placing the order, like Mark's the Art Factory one that Mark got. I think that was Bricklink Designer Program 6.
I don't know. Something about 8 comes
That was
in my
6.
head.
It was 6. Well, 8 is currently 8 is coming
Voted
up
on?
for fan vote, I think, or something
Okay.
like that. Anyway, point being that 6, when they originally listed it, as soon as the sets hit 3,000, the little scroll bar at the bottom to say how many sets were available
Right.
disappeared. They ran the sale for those sets for 1 week instead of 1 month.
Ooh.
And someone was able to still pull the numbers off the website because in the background there was just logic that said when it hits 3,000 hide the scroll bar.
Right.
So in the background in the code you could still get the number of sets that sold, and they undersold. Some of them didn't even hit 30K, and others I'll find the spreadsheet because I have a spreadsheet for it, of course. Others did get extended slightly, but not by much.
Right.
So they were saying it was like the second lowest Bricklink Designer Program for sales,
Which was the Series 6.
which was Series 6. Yeah,
Series 6. Which I mean, looking at Series 6, I'm sure, like, you know, outside of the Outlaw Forest Den, most of them were, I don't know. I mean, the Gold Mine is cool. I'm
Yeah.
sure the Art Factory City Modular Builders would probably have picked up, but the Sequoia Tree Trail and the Off Road Adventure, I don't know.
yeah.
Don't they have to hit like some sort of minimum fan vote?
3,000.
3,000.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm trying to find the spreadsheet.
So what you were saying is that when they actually hit 3,000 sales,
Yeah.
they just pulled it.
Well, the scroll bar that showed how many sets are sold,
Right, that disappeared.
it disappeared. So I think that took away the urgency for people to buy the set because they didn't see the scroll bar almost at 80 or 90%, so they didn't bother placing an order for it right away, and maybe
And then
forgot.
they killed it after a week instead of a
And then
month.
It ended after a week.
Interesting.
So I mean, I think Lego still made like 30 to 40 million Canadian like that week.
Right.
You know, pennies on the dollar, but but yeah, it was just kind of a weird thing. Like I don't think they handled that right.
Well, I wonder what's going to happen when Series 7 goes live.
Yeah.
I mean, the ship will probably go because there's the frigate will probably go for a lot of people who are in. Like, I mean, I'm sure Captain Xavier would be all over that. Although I don't know, maybe he's a homegrown shipbuilder and he doesn't buy ship sets. Who knows? The little robot, I'm getting that.
Oh, for Series 7, right?
Yeah, for Series 7,
Yeah.
I'm getting Walt the little robot. I'm totally getting that.
Yeah.
And I'll probably even repart it in different colors just because I think it's so cool. The sushi restaurant, that's I think it's cool, but I don't know how many people. I mean, beyond its 3,000 are going to want that. I don't know. The Alchemist shop, I'm probably sure that there are a lot of castle builders who might grab that. I do like the mana bottle sitting in the roof of that. That's cute. The chair, the end table, and the curio cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
That's again one of those niche things, I guess.
Yeah, like I'm just looking at those ones myself now, and yeah, none of them really. The robot's cute, I agree.
Yeah,
but none of the other ones really interest me.
Mm-mm.
I mean, the Alchemist shop is Castle-y.
Yeah, but that's just. I mean, it's Castle E. It's Castle Village Towny, so that will probably appeal to some people.
Yeah.
I would be curious to see if Rich is interested in that. If you're on the fence, just because I'm curious from other Castle fanatics.
Yeah, Rich probably has a better budget than I do.
That's entirely possible.
So, like, I've bought like one Bricklink Designer Program set over, and that was like Series 1 or 2, just because I was supporting one of our Jason Allman, True Dimensions,
Right.
was supporter, or J.K. Brickworks, I guess actually is who he is these days.
Yeah. J.K.
Um,
Brickworks, yeah.
he had one way back when. But yeah, so they for Series 6, I found the spreadsheet. The Outlaw Forest, which was the Wolfpack set,
Yeah.
only 45,000 sets were sold. So that it did increase. The max originally was 30,000, so it did go up to 45.
Wow. Okay.
Mark the Art Factory only sold 18,000, almost 19,000 units.
Wow.
It didn't even max out.
Right.
The Gold Mine was 17,160.
So it did
was
reach
even lower.
its.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it reached it, but the Off-Road Adventure, which was like a $99 Canadian set, was 1,398, or sorry, 13,980. So they're all over 10,000.
Okay.
But they didn't hit the 20, 30,000 like they originally had, like when they originally started the program, and it was like, well, no, originally it was 10,000, then they upped it to 30, and then they made it a rolling window after that, right? And the Sequoia trees only sold 10,288. So,
well, at least they did some more than their 3,000. So
yeah, agreed. They were all over 10K.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
But it's interesting to see, and I'm like, they changed so much with the way the program was run this time that I think it probably threw people for a loop, or the sets weren't, creative enough. I don't know. Like they all look like decent sets. I mean, the Sequoia tree I could understand being the lowest.
Right.
I think people like their trees a little more filled in, even though sequoias are, they do look
Very
like that
reminiscent
big
of what that
massive
looks like, yeah.
trunk and then leaves at the top.
Yeah.
But
yeah, Series 7 doesn't start until February of next year, February 1st next year. Series 8 won't be until June.
Yeah, June 1st.
And again, Series 8, I mean, I guess the train people will buy a train, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good looking train.
Yeah, your pirate people will get the Coconut Cape.
Yeah.
Potentially your castle people will get the Dustmark Keep.
Which is a desert castle, which is interesting.
Pretty cool.
And then
University of
your
Science.
city people might go with the University of Science, which actually from the picture I see of it, it looks pretty decent for a town for sure.
Yeah, I do think the last one, the hot air balloon, will do well.
You think?
I think so. I think that'll be a lower cost set, and just the look of the balloon itself, I think.
Well, and I do like the balloon itself, and might be worth. I'd be curious of it just to be able to make my own balloon.
Yeah,
but not that particular color or colors.
Not rainbow shaped or colored.
Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with a rainbow balloon, but I might want to try to do a different color or something like that. Actually, you know what would be kind of cool is if a group or a lug or whatever, everybody used the same template, but you could modify the basket and you could modify the balloon, and then have a whole series within your group or layout of balloons.
You can have a classic space balloon and a Blacktron balloon.
Absolutely.
Like classic space balloon. The balloon itself is the planet with the spaceship flying around it.
And they've already got those cloud things where it could happen.
That'd be awesome.
All right, you've sold me on potentially getting the hot air balloon.
Yeah. And then the last one, Series 9, is currently in voting, I think.
Yeah, it's it's closed.
Oh, the voting's closed. Yeah.
They'll check about the 19th to see who wins.
And these are September 1st sales of 2026. So
yeah, and I kind of hope that Space Cafe would be kind of cool.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, there's 436 designs. So you said Space Cafe, and I don't even have that in my list. I've got a bunch of castles.
Oh, it just depends on probably. Well, I scrolled down. Oh, that Black Dragon's kind of cool too. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I think somebody mentioned it either here or somewhere else that doing a Bricklink designer build is far more lucrative. Was it you were saying that? It was far more lucrative and worth your time versus doing ideas. Yeah,
that you get a 5% commission on profits, not the total sales. So I mean, I assume it's Lego. It costs Lego 20% ish to build it to make one of these sets.
One would assume so. 80% is profit, so you get 5% of that
ish, 20 to 25. So yeah, you get 80% of that. But the Outlaw Forest. This is still based on 100% off of the set sold price, so not the profit.
Right.
But the designer would have pulled in about 600,000 Canadian.
Now that's
on
that's
45
by set 5,000. So
that
just do the math and take it and do it by 80% instead of the full value.
yeah, hold on. Times 80%. 0.8. 540,000 Canadian. So
That's
Thousand.
after
That's-
that's
that's
after the
like-
cut. That's their cut.
that would be their cut. If this person selling 45,000 copies of that, ish. I mean, we don't know the numbers, but you figure
That's
like
crazy.
you put a set on there. If it's popular enough and it gets chosen,
Yeah.
you pay off a good portion of your house in a week. Well, I
Easily.
mean, I don't know when the check is cut and things
Yeah.
like that, but you know, it's just kind of crazy.
But yeah.
There's got to be a lot of work though that goes into it too.
Well,
I mean, there's not a lot of work for the actual Lego. The Lego design teams. There's
Yeah.
not as much work. It's more work for the AFOL.
yeah.
That's what I mean. Like
But-
you have to like make the digital instructions and you got to like do the presentation.
Um,
you got to make sure you're picking certain pieces, right?
I don't know.
I don't know about the instructions.
I think the pieces though is a thing where they have to be current production pieces.
Yes.
Right.
Which,
So you can,
yeah.
you can, like if you go into Studio, there's a
turn
drop
it
down
on.
at the top of the parts. There's a Bricklink Designer Program list of parts.
Yeah.
And so you can build a palette, or you can build whatever you want with that list of parts. Submit it, and then I think the only change is like once the voting happens, and if yours is selected, then you have to fix up things that Lego might be like, well, that might not work or something.
Yeah.
Like there's I think a month or two where, or maybe even longer. I'm just trying to look at the list here for the. I'm just trying to see if there's a description of when. November 19th. Yeah, refining final designs says December 3rd to September 1st.
right.
So you basically have 9 months to refine your design.
Well, it's your baby,
Yeah, and that would be back and forth with Lego, obviously, right?
obviously.
So
Which we all know is not always as smooth as it would sound.
but if you think you might make like even the lowest set based on this calculation, hold on, let me just copy this formula down.
Calculating.
Calculating.
I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
Keyword tapping.
Let's just call it a 6-figure person's salary for a year times 4 that they spent time
Well,
on this. So, you know,
I mean, the cheapest set, which was the Off-Road Adventure, like I said, almost 14,000 copies sold. That guy is bringing home 55K Canadian.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
even that is still
worth the
you
time
know,
and effort.
that's a salary for some people, right?
Yeah.
So
Before taxes
yeah,
or or after taxes, depending what it is. Yeah, but yeah.
It's kinda
So
crazy.
yeah, but I mean, it's interesting because I'm kind of rooting for the robot, the little robot, and now got me thinking about it, the hot air balloon, because I think most of the sets at this point in time have all been like, $200-$300 sets. So like, I just told you guys to chill.
Yeah.
Cat. But yeah, no, I mean, I would like it to be able to see some smaller things happen.
Yeah, and they usually have $100-ish range set.
Yeah.
I like it. I don't know if that looks awesome. I love that bow window.
That's a really cool way that they built that window in there.
At a
It is
45
the way they
degree
built the window. I'm still laughing that you're building a modular. I find it
angle.
entertaining.
And then showing it off too, right? Yeah, I mean,
Don't you have a castle set over there, Dana?
Yeah, but I bought that for my wife, and it actually has Dracula inside, and that's why, because technically it's Dracula's castle, even though it's the Transylvania Adventure. So
And what do you call that mushroom stuff behind you? What is that about?
I call it a fun guy. That's what I call it. Yes, but we all know, Mark, that I am prone to dabble in different areas and themes where you are pretty much space, superhero,
and ninja
occasionally
or
car.
monkey kid.
I have a whole Monkey Kid City over
Monkey City,
there.
though, that would, well,
I got a half a
think that was
dozen
actually your
dream
gateway
sets
drug,
sitting
believe it or not.
around. Yeah.
I think that was your gateway drug. That
Maybe-
had you not
maybe
done
it's-
that,
Maybe
you
he's
might not have ever.
city adjacent.
Yeah, it's
City adjacent.
city
He's
adjacent.
country.
A gateway drug.
He's rural.
Because
Well,
he's got
he's
Marvel
not a-
stuff and Ninjago stuff. It's
Yeah.
it's city, but
It's monkey punk. So
We'll just say city-ish.
city adjacent. City adjacent. Yes. Yeah, but Mark, the funny thing is that I knew I was going to get the mushroom because I got the first one. I thought it was cool, loved it, so I wanted to get that. And I'm rooting for him that he gets a third one because I think he's got one in the fan vote somewhere.
Wait, there was a previous mushroom?
Yeah. So this
Okay.
is actually the second in the series.
Because I don't really follow the whole Bricklink designer stuff like very much.
Normally, neither do I, but I follow this guy already on Instagram before he got it. So I was like, oh yeah, no, I need this. It's fun.
seems to me like there's a lot of castle stuff. Like if you're a castle guy and you're like castle sets,
Yep.
every series has at least one medieval type of build.
Very much so. And we never really see any space ones because the space stuff is so fractured.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess space really gets fractured down into themes and stuff.
Yeah. Where a lot of castle guys are like, it's a castle, I'm buying it.
Well, yeah, and I mean all the castle stuff works together because it's just it's another faction, or
Right.
like there's lots of different castles in the land versus
But it always seems like the space, like even for the Lego Ideas things that I've seen space sets show up or whatever they're doing, it's always like it just doesn't feel right. And I don't know how to describe it any more than that. It's like, I don't know, maybe spacers are just a little more particular or picky about what they will or won't want to have. So maybe that's why the space sets just don't seem to do as well.
I'd
Is it-
say
Go ahead,
maybe
Steve.
it's like a really good castle mock versus a really good spaceship mock. Like I feel like really good space mocks have like they might be like they border on the fragile, but they have a lot of like crazy techniques and stuff to them.
That is true. That is very true. Where I mean, castles are castles. You got a rock base. You throw some walls and some parapets, and maybe you throw some trees or whatever. And
I don't know if it's this series, like the current series, or maybe it's 7. But there was the castle that I thought was really cool looking. It was tan at the bottom of it. Like it was. Is that the desert one?
That's the desert one that's coming out.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. Like you don't see a whole lot of castles from Lego with having other than gray walls on them.
I'm wondering also if it's just that. Yeah, we were talking about how the difficulty is a lot higher on space things just because of the greebling and stuff, but also just I think a lot of spacers are just love all the historical, like all the classic sets, and you want to recreate that classic set. It's more of you're trying to get your childhood back.
Yeah.
And you want that type of thing, and everything that's being built now is like neo-classic type things or whatever, right? Like these modern versions.
Where castle fans aren't as particular about that particular fact, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems kind of strange that we've yet to see a space set show up in the top for any of the Lego designer stuff, much less Lego Ideas. Well, I think that other than the exosuit. We did get that.
Well, yeah, but that was ideas.
That was Kuso, wasn't it? Though
That was Kuso. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. That's kind of strange. But at the same time, I'm sitting here thinking, no, there's nothing in my mind that says, hey, I want to do a particular ship or set to put on Bricklink Designer. I don't know. Maybe we need to start bugging Mark and Chris. Maybe they need to revitalize.
We've been there and done that.
Yeah, but come on. There's a new generation that needs to know. I am the big advocate for the Space Skulls and Star Justice, but there needs to be more people who know about it. Just besides us deep dive space fans. So
Yeah, that was back in the day when Lego didn't pay you for it either.
exactly.
We,
So maybe
we
now it might
each
be
got
worth it.
3 copies of the set, and
Yeah.
that was it. That was it.
And I'm proud to say that I have one of those copies.
They had to sell their copies off in order to stay afloat. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
No, I didn't sell any of them. I gave. I think I
We did
traded.
a trade for
I,
mine.
I
so that's
traded some Dana for some stuff,
Yeah.
and then another 2 copies that I had. I gave to somebody else. I can't quite remember. It's been a while. And then I have my last 2 copies on my shelf. They're mine. So
Sealed.
yeah.
Yeah, he already built them.
Yeah, I know. Just
Now the funny thing is that if I mess my camera, I'll screw it up. But above the Turbo's bricking shelf, there's a shelf up there, and I actually parted out both sets, so I could keep mine sealed and yet still be able to put the sets on display. So technically, I have 2 copies because I actually even went on Bricklink and got the stickers to do the torsos and all that jazz. So and it really kind of bums me out that they made you guys sticker your computer panels and stuff like that. But again, water under the bridge at this point in time.
Yeah, at that point in time, it was Lego Factory, and it wasn't really like something that was funding printed parts.
Yeah, they kind of were. It was so early on in the mix of it all.
And for those of you that aren't watching the baseball game, not that I am at all. No, not at all. The Blue Jays are losing right now, 2-1 or 2-0. Sorry, 2-0
2-0
against LA. Because I'm a big sports fan after all.
I used to follow a little bit of baseball when I was a kid because I thought I was supposed to. But then I was like, yeah, whatever.
The last baseball I followed was 1992 and 93 World Series for the Blue Jays. So I'll watch it when the only Canadian team gets to the finals. I'll watch it.
Yeah, you're not at the Expos anymore.
Oh,
How patriotic of you, Jeff? How patriotic?
well, I have actually school did a couple, like both years we did a bus trip to the Sky Dome at the time, and because it was like an hour away, and we had like cheap nosebleed seats watching the game. I don't think it was actually World Series, it was probably just the playoffs before that. But it's just,
In '94 when it was here.
which will be here in 2026.
In theory,
Here, wait, hold on.
well, that
Soccer.
they were looking at maybe moving them to different areas still,
Oh, okay.
even though,
Yeah.
and that there were a lot of tourists who were like, no, we're going to stay home.
Okay. Steve, you were breaking up when you were talking. Soccer.
Soccer, football, what you want to call it. Football. I do have to say I did enjoy watching Ted Lasso, and I do believe we're getting another
We are
season.
season
so I'm
4.
excited
They're
for that.
currently filming. And same, I absolutely love that show. And
I
I've
have
watched
not
Wrexham
watched
as
that
well.
one. Maybe.
Is
Is it good?
Wrexham is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, there's what they've done for the city and stuff. It's
Mhm.
amazing. The show focuses on how they've improved the town and that, and they do segments almost every week. During the show, they do segments of of the people that live there and how soccer or football has affected them and stuff like that. And it's a good show.
That's
Um,
interesting.
so
Compared to
Yeah.
where, like here, where they decided to move the baseball stadium and then just completely clusterfuck it, and now it's there, it's where it is, and good for them, I guess.
Atlanta?
Well, see, the funny thing is where the Braves Stadium used to be was city adjacent and also accessible via public transportation. Now they've moved it to the far north side of the city where no public transportation other than a bus would go.
Oh, jeez.
And and it just created even more of a headache for the traffic in that area than there already was. So, but yeah,
What can you do, right?
Sports ball.
Athletics.
It is now doggy time on Oak Gray Bricks.
It is that time. Well, it was better
Yes.
than the me yelling at the cats time. That was unneeded, but
It's mostly Sunny is telling me that it's after 9 o'clock, and she can tell time.
and you doing this with the thumb, and it popped you up your thumb. But so mine's not working evidently.
There it goes.
There it goes. Take a second. Sorry,
I do kind of wish these chats had emojis like that. You could like the Google Meet or whatever that you can do a hand clap or something. Or
that would be fun. They need to incorporate that into it, and I mean,
it'd be fun for 5
it's a
minutes.
small, simple AI function that they need to pop in. So
Yeah.
but I dig it. Well, kids, we are a little past 8. I know I was tardy.
Yes,
But,
you were.
Yes, it is a little past 9, so we should maybe
9.
land the plane, as Chris would say.
Yeah. Do all the good things. Say all the good things.
So, yep, thank you to everybody in the chat for hanging out with us while we chatted about nothing much in particular. Sort of a very messy Monday. We didn't really
We did talk Lego.
well, yeah. I'm just saying we rambled. We rambled quite a bit. So there was some detours into sports ball. So,
Sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
that's okay.
I'm-
It was about Canadian sports ball, and you're appropriately sorry. So, we
So
appreciate you.
it's all
And it's like the only time in a year that I will ever care about sports teams.
In the next, it's the only time in the next 30 years he's going to talk about it. So
36. Yeah. Well, I was alive. Yeah. Okay.
give or take.
But anyway, thanks you guys for showing up. Thanks to everybody in the chat. And as Chris would say, build awesome and be awesome and be kind to your neighbors. And everybody have a great week. And we will see you later. Good night, everybody.
Halloween, by the way.
Yes, happy Halloween,
Oh, yeah,
everybody.
happy
Good
Halloween.
night.
See ya.
Bye.
very scary.